Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? All right, I did some digging, a lot of digging, okay? And you're probably going to have to pause a lot to read, okay? So when I did the video the other day, titled "This is just the tip of the iceberg." Okay, when it came to Luigi Mangione and the CEO of United Healthcare and stuff like that, and I had said that I thought that there were ties from the Mangione family to the Pelosi family, and I was on point with that. Okay, and I'm going to show you why. So United Healthcare CEO was facing a DOJ probe for insider trading. All right. Now, who else that you know does insider trading? Right. So on February 21st, 2024, United Health discovered a cybersecurity breach. And on the same day, Pelosi made her second purchase of call options in Palo Alto Networks, a cybersecurity company. Now, Luigi Mangione, okay, like I said, I'm gonna throw some pictures up, okay. His great uncle is mob psycho Big Sam Zanino, who had his life taken in a Baltimore turf war in 1952, okay. Now, Pelosi's father, his extensive mob ties are also in the port of Baltimore. And Big Sam Zanino was partnered with the constant companion of Pelosi's father, Tom D'Alessandro, and Benny Magliano. I know this is going to be hard to keep up with, but you're going to have to do your own research, okay, just like I did. You're going to have to dig, okay? Now, we all know that the Mangione family is very, very rich. I mean, like billionaire rich. They made their money largely off of building a chain of nursing homes in the area in which they reside. But did you know that Nicholas Mangione, which is head of the family and founder of the Lorien, and that's Lorien Healthcare, was involved in government as well? On July 8th, 1970, Nicholas Mangione was appointed to the Board of Education in Baltimore City. Now, who was the mayor of Baltimore, Maryland in 1970? Mayor D'Alessandro, which was Pelosi's very own father. So I also have an article, and it's very, very hard to read because it's so darn small. And it's like when I look this stuff up, it's like keep in mind, this stuff is from the 70s, okay? So it's literally like faded, and the wording is so hard to read and stuff like that. It's from the Baltimore newspaper, and it appears that the writer was not thrilled about this appointment, okay? And Mangione had no educational expertise and was unwilling to discuss his plans for the appointment. Now, this that I'm going to throw up here right now says United Healthcare CEO that was taken out in Manhattan sold company stocks just before DOJ probe made public. Like I said, he was doing insider trading, okay? So this just goes to show, this is just backing up what I said, okay? Because I know a lot of people are always asking, where does she get her stuff at and stuff like that. I do such extensive research because I'm never going to open my pie hole unless I have receipts, meaning proof. Okay, so you saw that, right? All right. So now the second thing is this, okay? United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, one of several senior executives at the company, under investigation by the Department of Justice when he was taken out outside a Manhattan hotel on Wednesday. Thompson, who was killed in what police called a targeted shooting outside the Hilton Hotel in Midtown, exercised stock options and sold shares worth $15.1 million. That is not chump change, y'all. Okay? And he did this on February 16th, less than 2 weeks before the news of the federal antitrust probe went public, according to a report that came out in April. The stock price dropped sharply after the revelation that the DOJ was investigating whether the company had made acquisitions that consolidated its market position in violation of antitrust laws, which is a source familiar with the probe. Okay, so there's that one now. Now, here is another picture, okay? And this is about a man whose name is Albert Anastasia. Salvatore Big Sam Zannino, okay? You heard me talk about him, okay? Was a boxing promoter and a gambler who operated in Baltimore. He may have been involved in some craps games, you know, craps with the dice, okay? I'm from Atlantic City and we call it craps. You throw the dice and that's that, okay? In South Baltimore, in Anne Arundel, and that's Arundel County. In 1953, Big Sam of Baltimore was taken out, supposedly on orders from Albert Anastasia. Okay, so and Anastasia is Anastasia. Okay, so if you want to, I hope you guys are writing this down. So if you want to do your own research, so at least you know, and you don't have to constantly come back to the video for reference. You know what I'm saying? So the informant says that Baltimore Captain Morici, and that's Morici, was upset about the Zannino contract and protested. Okay, so now we have this picture. Okay, Magliano's partner before his 1952, okay, which Magliano was suspected of being involved with. A short, stocky man, Benny often was accused of having underworld connections, which led to the suspension of his promoter license in 1955 and was jailed twice. In 1948, he was convicted of draft dodging. Remember when guys were doing that for Vietnam? Okay. And then in 1963 of bookmaking. Okay. Bookmaking was big in the mob. Okay. It's like betting. Bookmaking. Okay. Since 1960, he and his younger brother, August Nick Trotta Magliano, 1917 to 1998, that's when he was born and when he died, both managed the Club Troc, T-R-O-C, on the block. Magliano was a constant companion of Baltimore Mayor Thomas D'Alessandro Jr. and may have ties to organized crime figure Frank Blinky Palermo, 1905 to 1996. Benny also ran a booking agency. Magliano died July 25, 1971 in Baltimore, Maryland, and is buried at the Most Holy Redeemer Cemetery, which is located in Baltimore City, Maryland. All right. Now, this one. Okay, this highlights, I'll use that word, to meet the Pelosi crime family. Okay, it talks about D'Alessandro Jr., Magliano, okay, and the political years, okay. So let me blow this up so I can read it better. All right, so Nancy Pelosi's father, D'Alessandro, was allegedly a constant companion of notorious mobster Benjamin Benny Trotta, T-R-T-T-A Magliano, and other underworld figures during his political years in Baltimore, Maryland. D'Alessandro was a congressman for 5 terms from 1938 to 1947 and Baltimore mayor for 3 terms from 47 to 59. Okay. Nancy Pelosi's brother, Franklin D. Roosevelt D'Alessandro, charged with lying during an SA, okay, trial in 1953. Rumored payoffs kept him from getting charged with gang SA. Pelosi owned Goat Hill Pizza, suspected of trafficking, okay? November 2nd, 2012, Nancy held a secret fundraiser for Islamist and Hamas-linked groups. Nancy Pelosi's son, Paul Pelosi Jr., charged with securities fraud in 2014. Pelosi's husband, Paul, owns many businesses, including a San Francisco investment firm. His 2014 net worth was as much as $202 million. Okay? So I hope you guys are linking everything together, dotting everything together, okay? Because I ain't done, all right? So now with this, all right? Zunino reported officially missing, okay? Although he has been sought by police and the FBI for 5 months, Salvatore Big Sam Zunino was not officially reported as missing by his sister Margaret Rose Zunino until 2 days ago. It was learned today. Miss Zunino, who steadfastly told police that she was expecting to hear from her missing brother and did not believe he was missing, finally asked the Missing Persons Bureau last Tuesday. Now, remember, this is back in 1952, okay? To list him as missing. The 27-year-old, 260-pound Zunino has been missing since June 18th, when his bloodstained car was found at Claymont, Delaware. Okay, hang on, not done. I know it's like there a lot of twists, turns, and it's like holy hell. I mean, it goes on. Hang on. So now with this. Italians in Loyola and Baltimore and the Italian-American experience. Thomas D'Alessandro III, Nancy Pelosi, Ralph DiCiaro, Nicholas Mangione, and Carl Giulio. Okay? So there's another connection. Now, here we go with this one. Vacancy filed on school board. Mayor appoints contractor Mangione. Okay. Now, that Mangione that you see right there in this picture right here, this is Luigi's, okay, grandfather. Okay. So, it says, wow, this is hard to read. Hang on, let me blow this up so I can see it a little bit better. Mayor D'Alessandro announced an appointment yesterday of Nicholas Mangione, a 45-year-old self-employed contractor, as a member of the city school board. Mr. Mangione replaces Sidney H. Tinley, Jr., who resigned. The mayor said the new appointee will serve out the remainder of Mr. Tinley's term, which expires December 31st. And will be appointed to a new 6-year term. His appointment is subject to approval by the City Council, which it reconvenes in September. All right. And then, Madonna mia. Hang on. All right, I'm going to try and read the rest of it because I have the entire article. Mr. Mangione, a self-described moderate, refused to answer questions about the education policy during a press conference with the mayor. Mr. Mangione's appointment is viewed as another step by the mayor toward remaking the school board into a more conservative organization. Now, this is a man, okay, who has no experience in the school education system, program, nothing. And he gets appointed? How is that possible? I'll tell you how it's possible. Because in the mob world, okay, they're going to appoint each other. They're not going to bring outsiders in. That's not how it works. Okay? So the board is now dominated by a 5-member liberal majority whose actions frequently have aroused an ire in many, including Mr. D'Alessandro. Now remember, D'Alessandro is Pelosi's father. Okay? So, although Mr. Tinley was not a member of the liberal majority, he missed many meetings in the last year, and in some cases, his vote would have been crucial. The mayor's main chance to remake the board will come at the end of the year when the terms of 2 of the 5 majority members, Philip R. Mackey, M-A-C-H-I, and Samuel T. Daniels, expire. The mayor is expected to replace Mr. Mackey. It's M-A-C-C-H-T. There's no I. But has not indicated where he will reappoint Mr. Daniels. Mr. Mangione, the new board member, is a resident of Hamilton and the father of 10 children, 3 of whom attend public schools. Hang on. Where is the rest of it? It's not telling me where the rest of it is. Okay, well, you could see where there's links, okay, to the Mangiones and to the Pelosis, okay? So, it may be something, it may be nothing, but I had called it before, and now I found the links, okay? So, I don't know what else to say. If I find anything else, I will let you guys know. Okay, but this is what happens when I go down rabbit holes and I dig. I dig. I dug. Bad. All right, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.